European leaders have met with the US President and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky to make their last-minute pitch ahead of Friday's bilateral summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in Alaska. That's Friday, Northern Hemisphere. It's Saturday, our time. But President Trump is already touting a second meeting with the Russian leader, threatening serious consequences if the war between Russia and Ukraine doesn't end soon.
It was the pre-match party before the main event. Ukraine's president on a surprise trip to see the German Chancellor, in Berlin for a call with his biggest European backers, NATO, and the man who now, more than ever, could decide his future, Donald Trump. The virtual meeting hastily arranged by Chancellor Merz amid growing concerns about what might happen when Trump meets Putin in Alaska, a final opportunity to lay out some red lines.
We made various things clear for the negotiations. We made it clear that Ukraine has to be at the table. If there were any follow-up meetings, we want to have negotiations in the right order. A ceasefire has to be the beginning of it.
Sideline from Friday's summit, today was a chance for Zelensky and his European allies to bend Trump's ear one last time, with President Zelensky warning a ceasefire was the last thing on Moscow's mind.
I told my colleagues and the United States President and my European friends that Putin doesn't want peace. He wants to occupy our country.
And while Zelensky was sceptical, Keir Starmer was more upbeat, praising the US president as he led a meeting of the coalition of the willing.
As I've said personally to President Trump, look, for 3 and a bit years this conflict has been going on and we haven't got anywhere near the prospect of actually a viable solution, a viable way of bringing it to a ceasefire. And now we do have that chance because of the work that the President has put in.
If he's right, the discussions today and on Friday could shape the future of the war in Ukraine and security in Europe. Following the meeting, the mood music from the UK, from here in Berlin, from many other places across Europe has been positive. But the reality is, come Friday, there are only 2 seats at the table. So Ukraine and its allies are going to have to hope that Donald Trump, America's self-styled deal-maker-in-chief, can do the business. And today, the president certainly sounded confident, but warned he wouldn't be taken for a ride.
There's a very good chance that we're going to have a second meeting, which will be more productive than the first, because the first is I'm going to find out where we are and what we're doing.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
There will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences.
The question is, come Friday, will President Trump remember this and the warnings from Ukraine, and will he listen? Siobhan Robbins, Sky News, Berlin.